Sounds like things could be getting pretty hot if the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel don't find an alternative solution for this carbon dioxide problem. But here in the studio, I am Fredrick Jackson. With professional sports currently at a standstill due to the threats of coronavirus, the sports world is eager to get back to some form of normalcy. But until then, I am Fredrick Jackson.
ASU TV 13 Fredrick Jackson dives in.
Hurricanes, heat waves, droughts, forest fires, mass die of the world's coral reef. All signs that the Earth may be facing a climate change apocalypse, better known as global warming. According to the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the carbon dioxide emissions need to fall at least 45% from 2010 by year 2030. There are 177 natural gas power plants currently planned across the United States, with almost 2,000 plants already active. With the utility and energy companies investing so heavily into the carbon-polluting gas, Michael Brune, president of the Sierra Club, spoke out about the carbon dioxide problem, saying, "All that gas is a ticking time bomb for our planet." He also expressed that the new power plants can't be built if we want to prevent global warming. Besides being a physical threat, the power plants are predicted to be a financial catastrophe. According to the Rocky Mountain Institute, by the time the plants are open, the electricity provided will cost more to produce than other clean energy alternatives. Joe Daniel, senior energy analyst with the Union of Concerned Scientists, said if the current pipeline of gas plants were to get built, it will make decarbonizing the power sector by year 2050 nearly impossible. Sounds like things could be getting pretty hot if the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel don't find an alternative solution for this carbon dioxide problem. But here in the studio, I am Fredrick Jackson. Breaking news in NFL. Longtime quarterback of 20 years for the New England Patriots will be lacing up for a new team next season, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brady has led the Patriots to 6 Super Bowl wins, acquiring 4 Super Bowl MVPs. But Brady took to his social media upon signing to express his excitement on his new football journey and to acknowledge that nobody cares what you did last year or the year before. Sounds like he had something to prove. Brady thanked the New England fans for the support over the years and said, "Pats Nation will always be a part of me." Adding a Hall of Fame caliber quarterback to the offensive weapons of Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, the NFC South has definitely gotten interesting to watch. Even though the sports world is at a standstill at the moment as far as games, the NFL draft and the rest of free agency is definitely something to look forward to, especially since we all want to know what they're building in Tampa. With professional sports currently at a standstill due to the threats of coronavirus, the sports world is eager to get back to some form of normalcy. But until then, I am Fredrick Jackson. Welcome to ASU TV 13. I am Fredrick Jackson with the report. We've suffered another death in the sports world. The Harlem Globetrotters' own Curly Neal passed away just March 26 in his home right outside Houston, Texas. Curly was one of the fan favorites due to his wizardry of ball handling skills. Playing over 6,000 games from 1963 to 1985, Neal definitely cemented himself as a basketball legend. His famous number 22 jersey was rightfully retired in 2008 in a ceremony at Madison Square Garden. Isaiah Thomas, former point guard and NBA legend of the Bad Boy Pistons, said that Curly taught him how to dribble, leaving an impact in the basketball world. Again, I am Fredrick Jackson reporting for ASU TV 13. Let's have a moment of silence for the legendary Fredrick Curly Neal.
One of the best feelings I ever had in my life, so I'm going to live it up.
Since the beginning of sports, there has always been these special athletes. Tiger Woods, Muhammad Ali, Michael Phelps. We like to call these caliber athletes icons. And on this edition of ASU TV 13, I'll be diving into the NBA career of the great Dwayne Wade. It all started June 26, 2003, the 2003 NBA draft. Though Dwayne had a successful college career, some of his more high-profile peers outshined him and ultimately were drafted higher. LeBron James, Darko Milicic, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh. Dwayne Wade fell to the Miami Heat with the 5th pick in the 2003 NBA draft, and on that day, the Miami Heat franchise changed forever. Though he was the 5th pick in his draft, he was the first to win the NBA championship out of the notable players drafted in 2003. Wade led the Miami Heat past the Dallas Mavericks in the 2006 NBA Championship, winning 4 straight games after losing the first 2. He earned Finals MVP after putting up an explosive 28 points per game. In 2008, Dwyane Wade won his first and only NBA scoring title after scoring an electrifying 30 points per game that season. Dwyane Wade would team up with 2 of his draft class peers, LeBron James and Chris Bosh, to win 2 consecutive championships against the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. Wade would put up a whopping 23 points per game the first championship and 16 points per game the second year. Dwyane Wade is one of the most decorated NBA superstars in the modern era. In his 16 seasons, he was a 22 points per game scorer, 3-time NBA champion with a Finals MVP, a scoring champion, 2-time All-NBA first team along with numerous second and third teams. He's made 13 All-Star teams with 1 All-Star MVP. He is the Miami Heat's all-time leader in points, steals, assists, games, and shots made. He will always be remembered as one of the greats, and on February 22nd, 2020, it was made official. His legendary number 3 jersey was retired and he ascended into greatness and was cemented into NBA history.